Hello movie buffs, the unsinkable disaster movie Titanic is back on the big screen, this time in glorious 3D. So let's talk about my list of the top 10 disaster movies of all time. Number 10 is The Day After Tomorrow. Global warming is the culprit behind this Roland Emmerich film. At its heart is an affecting story between a paleoclimatologist father, played by Quaid, and his son, played by Jake Gyllenhaal. Number 9 is Cloverfield. It's alien invasion by way of the Blair Witch Project. But the shaky camera work adds tension to the horrific scenes told from the points of view of the victims. Number 8 is Airport. This 1970 film is credited for signaling the arrival of the golden age of disaster flicks. Nominated for 10 Academy Awards, Airport created the template for a successful disaster movie. Number 7 is The Poseidon Adventure. Gene Hackman heads the cast of this 1972 flick about an ocean liner overturned by a giant wave triggered by an earthquake. Pure guilty pleasure. Number 6 is San Francisco. The Great Earthquake of 1906 is the subject of this 1936 movie starring Clark Gable. It's a romantic film, a musical, and a disaster movie all rolled into one. But somehow, the film worked splendidly. Number 5 is War of the Worlds. Steven Spielberg brilliantly adapted H.G. Wells' classic novel about alien invasion. Tom Cruise heads the cast as a father who will do anything to keep his family alive. Number 4 is Independence Day, another one from director Roland Emmerich. This one is simple, entertaining, and fun, and that's largely because of its stellar cast, headed by Will Smith. Number 3 is United 93. Writer-director Paul Greengrass constructs this movie as a disaster flick, only this time the threat is real. Number 2 is The Towering Inferno. This is arguably the best disaster film from the 1970s. There's a great what-if scenario, and the performances are all memorable. And my favorite disaster film is Titanic. Writer-director James Cameron cleverly mixed the characters and the impending disaster together to come up with one of the biggest movies of all time. It's heartfelt and thrilling, and yes, my heart will always go on for Titanic. So there you have it, movie buffs, my list of the top 10 disaster movies of all time. I'm Manny the Movie Guy, causing a major disaster.